Yo, what's up? Sorry, we're a little late here. How you doing, Gunners? How you doing, everyone? My name is Luis from
Jared.
Koenig, and this is...
I already said it, Jared. I talked over you
Because
we're running on all cylinders here, so we're a little.
Well, it's another beautiful Wheel Wednesday.
It is. It is.
I hope everybody's doing well. How was your Thanksgiving there, Jared?
Thanksgiving was pretty good. Can't really complain. Got out of the city. Went upstate to my folks' house.
That's right.
It was
Right.
nice.
His
Yeah.
parents are out in Woodstock, where they had the Woodstock.
Saw a little snow, which was. I'm not.
You
ready.
did know that, right? Where
What?
your parents are from is where Woodstock was actually at the
Yes.
concert.
I do know that.
That's pretty sweet. That's some.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was good, man. I got to spend some time with my family. If we have any Latinos out there, you know how we do. We had the arroz con gandules. We had the pernil going. We had all that going in there. And my family's large, so we had a big thing going on. And it's actually always very fun to be with my family.
There were so many pause moments there just now. I just want you to be aware of that.
Well, just to catch up. Pause. We'll do a bunch of them.
Well, speaking of pause, our guest today.
Oh, we have a very cool guest. But before we do that, I want
Right.
to kind of do some maintenance here.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out yet, we had a sick garage tour with the other co-host of the channel of the guest that we're going to have on,
Right.
which is the Keep Gunnin Garage Tour. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out on our YouTube. It's one of the funniest, most hilarious, most well done videos that we've done on this channel. So shout out to Max for doing that video.
And we're not saying this just to be biased, by the way. I mean, legitimately, it's hysterical. It's really funny.
Yeah,
so
for
definitely
sure.
check that out.
Yeah, and if you didn't check out the podcast last week, we actually had a podcast where it was just me and him doing reviews on your cars. So basically what we did is we just kind of grabbed a bunch of pictures of some of the guys that have our wheels on there, and we gave our critique or kind of just giving them praise on their builds and whatnot. And yeah, man, it was a
That was a
fun
good
one.
time. Yeah, it seemed to have good engagement. I liked it. And then Friday's content, first time beginner buyers.
Oh, that's
wheel
this
mistakes.
Friday.
This
Yeah.
Friday, yeah. So stay tuned. We're gonna
Yes.
have a piece of content dropping in 2 days.
So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching the video, make sure you give it a like. And yeah, there we go. So without further ado, I think we should... is Trappy in here yet? Let me check it out. Hold on. Because I know...
Yeah.
Hold on. We don't got any Trappy yet there, Max?
Stand by on Trappy.
Okay,
All
so
right, he's
Trappy's
not
not
in
in yet, but we'll have him in soon. I know he just texted me saying he's clicking the link in a bit. So, but
we're getting word from the producer that Trappy is not quite yet in, but pause. We're getting there.
well, so and just to talk about a little bit about Keep Gunnin, they got actually something very cool going on. They're building a Time-Attack Civic, for the first time. And one of the cool things that I like about their channel is that they're doing it firsthand, right in front of our faces. They're learning, and we get to watch that, which honestly I think it's one of the dopest things, because as someone who likes to learn, I like to kind of check out what they're doing and kind of see what they're doing in real time. And I think that's awesome. Not many YouTube channels do that,
Yeah, no, for sure. Just trying to think what else before I guess we get into it. The only other thing that we should probably mention about the YouTube channel is that we have a lot of giveaways there. So that's another reason to subscribe, turn the notification bells, all that good stuff. Notification bells. Yeah, and other than that, I'm trying to think what else.
Make sure you go onto our store. We got some pretty cool hats that we're
How could
gonna.
I forget? $14.99, right? $14.95, something like that. They're pretty nifty.
Yeah, man. These
Not
are one of
too
those
bad.
things that you kind of just put on. If you're anything like me, I'm constantly wearing hats. I always like to look fresh, so make sure you cop one of those. If not, cop yourself a T-shirt. If not, we also have, if you have our wheels, we have accessories for our wheels on there as well. We got a bunch of things. Also, we have some hub rings that if you need some hub-centric rings for your wheels, we have them on there too. We had a bunch of things, on top of the fact that also to mention, it is the holidays. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
you
there
check
you
out
go.
some of our dealers out there that have some great deals on our wheels.
Cyber Monday, Black Friday stuff still
Still
going
going.
on as
Yeah,
far
yeah,
as
yeah.
I'm aware.
I know
Yep,
the fitment industry guys got some long-term sales going on for the holidays and stuff like that. So make sure you go check that out. On top of the fact that, yeah, man, there's so much going on. I'm excited
There
for this
really
holiday,
is.
man.
Hell yeah, for sure. Yeah, the one other thing worth mentioning also is that we will answer questions, that you guys submit as well. If you're coming from the live, admit him. Here he is. Breaking news.
But yeah, so
There he is. Oh,
My
so we
boys,
got
man,
our
my
so
boys.
we got him here. He landed finally. But before
I'm
we
here,
do
I'm here,
that,
I'm here.
before we introduce him, we have a cool little intro that
Oh,
we
that's
wanted
right.
to put up there. So without further ado, we're gonna introduce to you my man, Trappy from Keep Gunnin.
Cue that
Give him
intro.
that intro.
What y'all got? What y'all worked up over there, man? I know you guys is good at editing. I know y'all got
Did we
good.
miss the intro?
Yeah. Text them now.
Okay, he's starting the intro.
Sorry, Trap.
Right now.
We're getting there, bud.
So we're mutually late, boys. We're mutually late.
Okay, boys.
Wait. Boys, how are y'all?
That's
Are we
right.
late?
My man Trappy. So Max, we're having a hard time hearing Trappy. We're not hearing him at all, just to give you a heads up. We do see him,
And he's looking
I can
good.
hear y'all good.
Pause.
and he's
I can
looking
hear
great.
y'all good.
Oh,
Good
we're making
pause.
some adjustments
Good
here.
pause.
Oh,
There he is.
Oh,
Can you
there
hear
we
us?
go.
Good pause.
There he is. There he
Yeah.
is.
There we go. We did it.
Now we can hear
My
him. So
boys.
shout out to my man
Oh.
Trappy. He's in the building. Shout out to all the gunners.
My boys, man.
There we go. There
Hell
we go.
yeah.
Fashionably
Shout out all
late.
them gunners out there, man.
Fashionably late.
I'm almost sure that
see it.
95% of the people on this chat right now are gunners. But for those who are not gunners, this is the co-host of the Keep Gunning channel, Trappy. Give him a big round of applause. We got to give him,
There we go.
honestly, one of my favorite channels to
Thank you,
check out
boys.
for
Thank
sure.
Thank you, boys, man.
We're excited to
Appreciate
have
the
you
love,
on.
man.
How's your day
Thank
been
you
so
guys
far,
for having
Trappy?
me, man. Great, man. Productive. Just finished line in Manolo. Just got back to the garage. It was crazy traffic to get here, man. Sorry I'm late, boys, but I had a productive day. How about you guys?
Good so far,
Same,
man.
same,
We've been itching to talk to you, man. We've been sitting here like, oh man, waiting for him
man.
to come on. So
I'm sorry I'm late, guys.
it's cool.
It's
Listen,
traffic.
man,
It's crazy.
New York.
It
It's that New
happens.
York traffic.
It's New York. You guys know how it is.
Oh yeah, for
We
sure.
were building the suspense at the end of the day,
For
right?
sure. And the thing is like,
Hell yeah.
we just want you to know we're fans. We literally, I'm the type of person, we
man.
watch you guys. We
They're my
literally,
boys.
while we're at work, we're listening and then we're watching, we're listening and we're watching. Obviously, I just said, we're a big fan of what's happening with Manolo, but we'll get into that later
For
on.
sure.
Because
yeah.
Trappy he sent me a video right before he got here of him doing some work on Manolo. So obviously the boys are working.
Well, let's take
Yeah,
a
yeah,
step
yeah.
back.
Work every day.
Let's take a step back for a sec. Let's talk about your background. So, like, just briefly, if you could tell us, like, how'd you get into cars in the first place? Because I feel like everybody's got a different story.
Everybody has a cool one.
I don't come from a family oriented like mechanic background. Like my dad wasn't a mechanic. Like no one really worked on cars. I had my uncle, God rest his soul. He was like a handyman, but he like did everything.
Mhm.
And when I was like 12 years old, he had me do a water pump on like a Pontiac Bonneville. And
The perfect car to learn that on, obviously.
yeah. No, I had like 16 extra bolts. It was terrible, horrible job. He had to send it somewhere to get done. But that got me into cars, and I was just like, I just wanted, as a young kid, I always wanted to know how things worked and like take them apart, put them back, and I don't know. I just stuck to cars and just it's been my thing ever since.
That's
Makes
awesome.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it starts like that with everyone. Like it was the same thing for me. Something was wrong with my car, then I fixed it, and then
Yeah.
after that, it's like, what else can I fix? What else can I try to,
Yeah,
or
and
what
once
else
you,
can I
like,
add
see
on
something get done? Yeah, like you see something get done, you're like, yeah, hold on, I could do this, and then it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, dove into it. Pause.
Pause.
Pause. Dove into it, and I'm here.
So how did
I'm here.
you get connected with Aki? I mean, I'm sure most of the gunners in here already know, but for the people who don't know.
Well, like like from when we started like working together and all that, it was through Instagram. I had hit him up, just seeing him come back. I watched him as a kid racing, so when I seen him come back, I had hit him up. But I met him prior to that, and I think he doesn't remember because it's just been so many people. I tell him the story all the time, but I was like 18 years old. I saved up every last dollar I had. I had like $6,000, and I went to V Raceworks where he used to work at, because that's when K-swaps were first coming out. So they were offering like this kit. They would give you like the car steps, plate, shifter box, cables, all that. So I went over there and met him, and it's crazy because he's definitely hasn't changed. He's exactly the same way. Like when I met him as like a customer buying things from him, and then we linked up after that, and then we just stuck. And
how long ago was that?
Works.
Just curious.
When I met him, it was probably like over 10 years ago. But when we linked back up, it was probably like 5 years. 5 years ago, we started like working together and just doing. We started with the race program. Me and my brother had a transport business at the time, and I offered him. I'm like, yo, anything you need. And he was like, yeah, we're going to Cali. So ever since then, we've been inseparable.
So bringing the
AK.
So bringing the RXK to Cali wasn't a big deal then. You've done that before, once or twice.
That's like our third time going to Cali. Like we've definitely been there before. Definitely an experience. So I feel anybody who hasn't done it must drive from coast to coast. Like you gotta experience that. It's the sickest thing ever, bro. You'll love it.
What makes it so special? I know that's
such
a generic question.
Everything.
Yeah.
You 100%. See everything, especially like from where we're taking off. Like you're talking about like the city, no front yards, everything on top of each other till you start going through landscapes. First of all, it takes about 2 weeks to get through Pennsylvania. It's like 4 hours, but it feels like 2 weeks to get through Pennsylvania. But right when you're done with Pennsylvania, you're good.
Yeah,
you're good. Like you'll start seeing like all the seas. Like we witnessed all the climates. Like going to Cali the first time, we went through like sleet, snow, crazy rain, like sunny, hot in the desert. It was like amazing to experience that all in like 72 hours is wild. Like you don't get to do that.
I'm
like,
sure.
It's sick.
It's crazy.
So
especially when you get out there and you just see like mountains. We don't ever see mountains. We don't got mountains here to look at like that.
It's funny because like my girlfriend's originally from Colorado, so
I love Colorado, man.
Yeah, like when I first went there, it was the same thing for me too. And you kind of like, well, being from here and going to somewhere like that, you kind of like, for me, I love going outdoors now. Now it's like a thing. Like I love going hiking.
Yeah,
like,
I'm mad outdoorsy now.
Yeah, right. Like when you get to see other places and you just like, you know what, you just want to dive in. But anyway, so pause.
See, I'm getting good at those. Yeah, I'm getting good at those.
You on it.
But so
it's great, bro.
I actually wanted to ask this question just because I know we don't have you for a long time here, but I wanted to ask, and call me naive because I'm a new fan to the gunner movement and whatnot.
Ask away, my brother.
Yeah. So when the channel started, you were there with him from the beginning, correct?
Yeah.
So
I wasn't as like I didn't live in New Jersey yet. I was still living in Massachusetts. So, but I mean, throughout like building the AK-47, once we clicked and got like linked back up, when we built the AK-47, and I was probably driving out here maybe like 4 to 5 times a week to get the car done.
That's what I was gonna ask. So how did he kind of approach you on like, how did he say like, yo, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel? You into it, or you just kind of went into working on it?
So he had already started the YouTube thing, but I was working with him, but not as involved. Like I said, I wasn't as local, and I used to work at Command Performance. Well, I still work for Command Performance in the shop Houston for like events and stuff. But they ended up having to move to Houston, and I remember just having a conversation with him, and he was like, let's just rock out, like up here, let's do our thing. We kind of believed in each other, and it just worked, you know, like it was like, yo, we're gonna make it happen and like do things great. And honestly, it was probably the best decision of my life, to tell you the truth.
Well, and that's the perfect transition to another question that I have on these notes. See, we're not as good as Scott, where we could just rattle stuff off the top of our head.
Oh man, I love Scott. Where is he? Is he around, man? Someone tell Scott.
He's actually right next door working on some new stuff that we're gonna be releasing soon. So he was like, you know what, you guys handle that.
Right.
He's a great guy. I love that guy, man.
Yeah, he's good.
Hell yeah. So the question that I have for you, based on what you were just saying, is like, so you guys are in really close proximity to each other, like 24/7, with all the building and stuff that you guys are doing. So, what kind of relationship did you guys have? You know, how did it develop? That kind of thing, because you work together all the time.
I think when I first like came around and started working with him, like as anybody would, he was kind of like hesitant, like to like let me work and like see how I worked, and then we just hit it off. And like even now, if anybody's like ever witnessed us like work together, like the shit's like synchronized swimming, bro. Like it's shit's crazy. Like the way we can put a car together, we could probably say less than 20 words to each other like throughout the day and like build an entire car. Like we just know how we move. Like it's crazy.
Well,
it's weird.
And I think that's why to me, like I'm a fan, because when you guys are working and doing things, it feels like I'm watching my boys. And I think that's how the gunner movement feels as well, man. I see how these guys support you, but it's easy to support you guys because you guys work so well together, on top of the fact that I feel like I'm involved by watching, which is weird, man. But I think you guys have that rapport with each other, and that's something that a lot of channels are missing, you know. And I'm a fan,
I
like
mean, aside from like being, it's not like a camera on, camera off type of thing. Anybody that's been around us knows that like we're brothers. Like we know how to maneuver and like how to move. Like we don't change when the camera's on or like act different. Like I think that's why the genuine support is there, and the love is because they see that, people see that, and you gotta support something like that. Like you gotta be a hater not to support like genuine.
100%.
Like,
yeah. Well,
come on, like.
And I experienced this whole synchronized thing firsthand. I mean, you know, not to toot my own horn.
Yeah, he was here.
I went to go shoot the garage tour and the toolbox tour, and it was like before Trappy got there, Aki was like, I was his number one like focus of attention. As soon as Trappy got there and he started washing parts and everything, it was game over. I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out. See you later.
They started working.
The two of them were just like, it was crazy.
Once we get to working, bro, like if you're in the garage, like stay out the way, because we're just like we're moving like a lot of people don't understand that, and it's crazy because I think, and we have this conversation a lot where like people think that it's like we just hang out and like do it because it flows so naturally. It looks like we're just chilling and hanging out all day. It really does. But like we work so well together that's how it looks, you know. But we work nonstop. From the minute I get here, we're working. Like we always try. We'll never sit around. Like we'll never sit around. We probably sit around for lunch and then we're right back to something, figuring something out.
Well, so before we get into Manolo, I think we probably, it looks like we got a ton of questions here. So I feel like we should
answer a few of them. You want to?
Yeah, we should have him answer.
Yeah. Shout out to all my gunners, man.
All right.
I can't see like any of the chat stuff in here, but shout out to my boys, man.
Well, so Angel Sanchez Jr. is asking, what's your favorite build that you guys have done so far?
My favorite build is Lefty, and I believe we've done more extraordinary work on different cars, but Lefty just means a lot to me because it used to belong to my brother Lefty, my little brother Lefty, and I worked on that car. I seen that car from nothing, like when it was clipped. Like I started working on that car when I was probably like 18 years old, and my brother, like, he's never one of those people that'll just get stuff done and hurry up. Like he'll just like he'll just throw it in the back burner for years. So I had K-swapped that car like maybe 2014, 2015. So to finally like get it to the garage and like really finish it and complete it and like see it done and get in that car's a monster. And like just to like see all of that transition was crazy to me, because I witnessed that car from like nothing. And we've done it with a lot of our cars, like RXK, Kobe, or Ren, but Lefty just is like near and dear to my heart, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got a few comments in here saying like, "Oh, Lefty was amazing" and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
Nah, Lefty was come on, bro. A right-hand drive, all-wheel drive, K-Series turbo car, completely color changed. Like, come on, that's like that's like what you when someone's like, if you win $1 million, what would you do? And then that's what you answer them with, Lefty.
Nice.
So before we go into other questions, this is actually a good way to kind of like, what is it like meeting a gunner, like for you, like for the first time when you first met and you realized that you were in one, you know, and you just kind of saw the movement that you guys made. How is it to you when you're with them and stuff like that?
Yo, it's so crazy, because you know when like you first meet somebody, like you gotta kind of like, you know, you're not kind of like fully like. Every gunner I've ever met is like, I feel like I've known them for years. It's like the genuine love is so crazy. It's so insane. Like when we do like giveaway barbecues, like anything, like to be around that love is crazy. It never feels like you're meeting someone new. It's like, that's my man. This like his family, you know. It's crazy. It's such a blessing, bro, to be around such a genuine love. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
crazy.
I appreciate it, and I do not take it for granted, man. You guys, like, I love these gunners, man. These guys are really my family.
That's what's up, man.
Nice. So it's not just a line from a key, right? It's
Nah. Like we got like, I'm telling you, bro. Like you guys got to come out to like one of our get-togethers and just see like the love, bro.
You guys have one coming up soon, right?
Yeah, I believe I believe next month. Yeah, because we're already in December. Sometime in January we're gonna be doing so we have our gunner day was December 15th. That's the day we retired the AK. So that's kind of like the movement's birthday, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we also got the Vlogger K giveaway, and it's so close together that it's worth just holding off and doing one nice like big,
damn,
like get together.
Big.
I mean, anybody that's ever been to like any of our stuff, like you can't complain. There's you'll never be like, oh God, it was so. Nah, man, the vibe is so. The aura is beautiful, bro.
Well, and that's probably a good segue to the giveaway question that we have, right?
Which one?
We have a giveaway. We make notes and we don't read them.
Oh man,
you asked the question. Remember what? Let's see.
You guys need a pen. You guys.
No. So I know what he's talking. It's just that it was like, I was like, what? Okay, so this is one of those things that like, okay, when you guys do a lot of cars that you guys give away. What does it feel like when you give away one of these cars? Like, it's got to be one of the most exciting, and knowing that they're driving something that you constructed, man.
Well, and to quickly elaborate before you answer,
yeah.
You guys spend, it's not just for making episodes. You obviously spend a lot of blood, sweat, and tears working on these cars. So yeah, what is it like to, you know, have to give that car away?
It's a blessing after I know who has it. Like every time we've given a car away and like we meet the winner, like it's like it's meant to be, bro. Not like on no like cliche like funny shit. Like everybody that's won one of our giveaways is like, it's meant to be, bro. Like they're good people. Like it's genuine people that are winning these cars. Like I've said this to like my close gunners. Like my biggest fear is like somebody that doesn't appreciate our work, like getting a car. Like you can't put a price tag on time. So the time that we invest in these cars to like make them perfect and make them what they are, like I wanted to go to someone that appreciates it. So like Jeff, Cube out in LA, Joe, everybody that's like won one of our giveaways is like, you can tell they appreciate it. Like our cars are like stored, they're like well taken care of. These aren't beaters that are people are parking on the street. You know, these people are like valuing our work, and that means more to us than anything. Like someone to really appreciate our time. Like that's I think is like the final like result, like the final benefit of it. It's just giving it to someone that's grateful for it.
It's so funny you say that, because I think I told you guys a couple days after the 2-car giveaway, right? The RXK and the Civic. I live in Astoria, and I actually saw the black what was it? The EK
the
Civic.
black SI.
Yeah, he was driving around my neighborhood, just smiling ear to ear. It's like they really they love the cars.
Another great kid, my boy Prophet, man. Another great kid again. Someone that really like they deserve to win. Everyone that we've given a car to like has deserved to win. Like it's crazy.
It's funny
it's
too,
a
because
blessing.
even Cube, like, you know, who got the RXK, like we were just talking to him
Yeah,
on the live,
He's,
like
he's on the live
beautiful
every
family,
day
man.
now.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
And
man.
Action
That's
Action
family,
Clutch,
bro.
Action Clutch actually gave a nice
Action
little
Clutch,
comment
man.
that they were
Action
like,
Clutch, bro.
yeah, they were like saying how like the RXK is breaking hearts over there and
There you
stuff.
go.
So yeah, man.
Yo, Action, shout out Action Clutch, man. They take so much good care of us, bro. Like they've never left our side since we've been in this, bro. We appreciate them 1,000,000%.
So with that said, you know, I want to kind of get into it because I think what you guys are this build that you guys are doing right now is one of my favorite ones, and I had mentioned it earlier because you guys are learning things right in front of us. With like we're with you learning how to build a time attack car, and to me that's
And
like,
how to drive it.
and how to drive it, and it's just it's dope to me because it just makes you feel like you're a part. Like I said, you guys make us feel like you're a part of it. You know, building it
You
with
guys
you
are
guys.
a part of it, man. You guys are just as much a part of it as we are, man. Like we wouldn't go this hard into a build if we didn't have the support that we have. So we appreciate that, man.
So basically, what we wanted to ask you is like, from your point of view, where are we going with Manolo? Like, where you want to go with it? What's the next thing? That, like, what do you, I know you guys want to track it, so you guys are talking about grid life. Is there anywhere else you guys are trying to track it on, or is that the goal?
I think we want to get into that, but we're not. We're pretty sharp over here, and we know that experience is everything. We're not gonna jump into the ring just because we could put a nice car together. Like we'll go out there and get washed by a Miata, and I'll be pissed. Nah. So I think this year, the smart decision this next like complete year coming up is just learn as much as we can, seat time as much as we can, get on the track, learn it. And what my goal is for maybe like by the end of next year is have my time attack car, so that way we can put like 2 into like a grid life, into any of those like sanctioned races that, you know, just where we can show off what we learned in a year, you know.
That's awesome. Any plans to like try and learn on a sim?
Well, I'm on a sim like 5 times a week.
Oh,
I got
there
a
you
rig
go.
at home.
All right, so that's seat time.
I got a rig at home, and honestly, I've been telling Ak about the rig for maybe like the last year, and like he won't bite the hook.
Well,
and I'd be telling him like, yo, I think what I have to do is just take it apart, throw it in the car, and just set it up at the shop. Like, yo, here, take it for a ride. Like,
so if Aki's listening, this is actually real. I'm not gonna say who, but there was this kid who was drifting sim, you know, just straight drifting.
Okay.
You know, and he got into a course and actually beat a pro.
Yeah, that happens. That happens all the time now.
So it's a real seat
simulator
time.
thing, I always thought that like the simulator thing was more like a game, and then I watched the Netflix F1 documentary, and I seen like how they can't even drive a car on off season. They got to be on a sim. Like if they drive a car, they get fined. And then I got into it, and then I got like an entry level one, and then it was game over. Then I got one of my boys gave me like a killer deal on like a stick Sparkle one. Then I like I went retarded and I got a sequential shifter and got like upgraded pedals and like
Because
you
it's
gotta
the
see it.
mod
It's
bug, like everything
yo,
else.
it's like it's in the corner of my living room in my house. My girl hates it because it's like I have it like in the corner. I have like a full motion. It's like a whole rig setup, bro. And like
Oh, I wish
that's
Scott
my
was here for this.
that's
Oh,
my like I enclose in there, bro. And yo, shout out to my little brother Jeff, man. Yo, every track like we talk to like go. I have probably about 2,000 laps on Lime Rock. I think I could do Lime Rock with my eyes closed, like without a doubt.
sick.
But every time we tell each other like a track, like he's with me, and we build like real similar cars. So what we would have, like we race 230 horsepower cars around Lime Rock and Road Atlanta, and that's places we want to go. Like like so I feel like it might give me the edge. I don't know yet because we haven't been there, but I mean I hope it does.
Well, so let's take a step back and just go back to Manolo for a second. What spawned the idea for Manolo? Because traditionally you guys do like drag racing, right?
Yeah, we fell out of love with drag racing, bro. We just fell out of love with it, and and it's crazy because that's like my passion. Like quarter mile racing was like that's all I ever wanted to do, and like all I can imagine. I want a drag car, this and that, and being in the sport and seeing the reality like behind it, and like really seeing how it works, we just fell out of love with it, and we needed something else.
Mm-hmm.
And what better than that? Like something new, like something fresh. In drag racing, it's tough to take like it's tough to listen to building like a drag car from like someone that's done it. Like if you guys have never built one and you ask me, and I could just tell you how to build a drag car in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This, like you said, it's like we're showing you the process. We don't know shit about this. We don't know anything. I think I know how to drive, but I mean I don't. The downforce, the aero, that's all stuff that I've been like getting into. It's just new, and like we needed something new, bro. Like the drag racing wasn't it anymore.
I get that. I mean, I'm sure that's for the sake of content also, to keep your channel fresh and different.
Absolutely. We got to keep people entertained, bro. Again, drag racing is fun, but like how much fun are you going to have watching us maybe make an 8-second pass opposed to driving 15 minutes around the track?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty sick. Like the weight like on the scale, it tips so much more towards the circuit build than anything.
So I actually wanted to ask this because I don't know if it was you or RQ who had the conversation with him, but you guys talked to Eric Cuddle, as you guys would say. Eric Cuddle.
Yeah, Cuddle. Yeah, he's got like 3 last names. My favorite one's Cuddle for sure, though.
So I know he gave you guys some advice. What was some of that advice that he gave you guys?
Seat time. He couldn't stop emphasizing on just getting out there, and that's what I want to do. Just get out there and just drive. You have to. Nothing proves more than experience.
And
so
you trust him?
Emphasize a lot. I trust him enough to listen to that.
I mean, I'm just saying because he crashed a car, so you know.
Oh man.
Nah, I mean that shit happens.
I know.
I'm messing.
Honestly, nah. Honestly, you know what? That shit comes with it, and I mean.
I'm totally kidding.
No, absolutely. I know that. But it's dope to see though, like what that did to him. Like, I don't know if you guys follow him like that. Like the boy's been on the shit. He's putting together another car. Like,
oh yeah. Well, so I just talked to him. He actually, he works with us. He has our wheels on his car. Yeah. So he talked to me about the next car that he has coming up, and we're gonna work with him, of course. He's already been working with us for a few years. So.
That's awesome. A great driver. The only thing I will tell you is my only thing to him is I wouldn't have changed shit on that car. That car was kicking everybody's ass all season. You can't make changes in between the season, bro. I mean, again, I'm glad he's okay. That shit is material. He's back on his shit. He's working. I can't wait to see him out there. But it's gonna be sick to see a four-door out there killing it like that, the way he's going with like the 17s and all that. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, let's go back to one of the questions here, because it's similar to one that we have. Marari C is asking you, what do you see yourself doing 5 years from now, Trap?
5 years from now, I'd still like to be like maybe doing like exclusive builds, but I really I gotta and I get this from like watching my brother, like watching Ack work. He's crazy. Like I never seen someone work more than him. And like he's always told me that he's only has a couple more years. He has to dedicate it to like his family, which is exactly what everybody should do. So like from here to 5 years, I hope that I can make the right moves to be able to dedicate it to my daughter. I want my daughter to be like the sickest driver ever. Like I want to put her in like a shifter cart. Like I want her in like Formula for sure.
You're trying to. He's trying to be like Ken Block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just watched Ken Block and Kimbo like a couple weeks ago, and it's crazy because his daughter was the one driving.
Right.
And that's
right.
insane.
That's why I said that.
Like
That's nuts. She's
that-
14.
I have 3 boys. And I'm not as enthused as any of them driving as I am for my daughter. Like I want my daughter in like an F1 car. Like she's gonna
Hell
be a
yeah.
killer, and like I want to dedicate myself to that. Like in the next 5 years, be set up that I can give all my time to her and make her a killer. I don't have enough time. I think maybe we'll be proficient in what we're gonna do. Like I don't think we can go pro and like nothing crazy like that. But I got enough time to shape her to go pro, and that's enough for me. Like I can get her right.
I could see it right now. Gunner right on the side of the car right there.
Yeah,
F1
right.
Hell
car.
yeah, absolutely. A big ass gold AK on that motherfucker.
I'm feeling very strong Fast and the Furious vibes right now. Like everybody around the
No,
table.
hell
So
yeah, hell yeah.
I think he kind of answered the question here, but we'll just ask, do you think you'll ever stray away from Hondas?
Yeah, I build GTRs with Command Performance in the shop Houston. Like I definitely do work on other things that isn't Honda, but it's just when you're really good at something, stick to it. Like I'm really good with these Hondas. I'm proficient all around, but this is like my craft. I mastered it already,
Well, I
It's
think
like this shit is like a scrimmage now.
Well, I think specifically we were asking it. I don't think we put it in our outline here, but specifically in terms of the channel, do you think you and Aki might stray away at some point, or no?
From like I think these are our roots. I think as much as we'll stray away, which we probably will, because it's good to like do new things, like go other places, build different cars, but we'll always go back to our roots, bro. You guys seen our XK? It's like. It's a Mazda, but it should needed a Honda motor. Absolutely.
There you go. Well, look, so we got someone over here. The Fluff Master says if you can build.
Oh, that's my brother right there.
There
man.
you go.
Shout out Fluff.
If you can build any car, what car, an engine, etc.
If I could build any car, well, a personal car for me, simple, super simple. EK K24, bone stock K24. Like a Manolo. I just build another Manolo. But if like I was building like a killer, if I could build any car, I want to say GTR, but I know how much they break. So I don't know, man. I think these Lambos are figured out. These Lambos and these R8s, these shits are going really fast. If I could build anything, it'd probably be like a nice like twin turbo Huracan.
Okay. Okay.
That is definitely straying away.
Well, I mean, he's gonna K-swap it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have to put 2 K-swaps to move that big motherfucker.
There you go. Hey, how about
That's
some
a thing.
content for
That's
the
a thing.
channel? There you
That's
go.
a thing. Yeah.
Make a V8 out of 2 K24s.
Yo, you still got that Subaru Baja?
I do. It's for sale.
He's got the greatest Subaru Baja ever.
Our producer just started laughing.
The greatest Subaru Baja I've ever seen.
I
Yo.
appreciate it, man. I want to keep
And
it.
I hate those cars. I hate them. And when I seen that outside the garage, I'm like, damn, that's nice. I was pissed off for saying it. I said it out loud.
Funny story. That's literally the first thing he said to me when I
remember you
walked
told
into
me,
the garage. He didn't even say hi. He didn't even say, how are you? Nice to meet you. He's like, look, man, I don't want to say this, but you've got the coolest Baja I've ever seen.
Hell yeah, man. That was awesome, bro.
Yeah, I
Right,
gotta
right.
get rid of it, unfortunately.
So we got another question for you,
Let me hear it.
Trap.
What's
So
up?
it's if you could change one thing in racing, what would it be? This is Gunner Bam.
The politics in it. I think not. Well, maybe not the politics in it, because I believe everything needs politics to have some type of like a movement.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I would change. I would change the understanding that people have in racing. I don't think, especially in drag racing, I don't think people understand the concept of drag racing. There's either a winner or a fucking loser. There's no second place in drag racing.
It's fair.
Why is everybody in drag racing so afraid of the competition? He's not lining up next to you and staging and saying, "Damn, I can't wait for this guy to fucking walk me."
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a boxing fight when you're drag racing. And I don't think people in drag racing understand that. They don't accept it. They if you go fast, instead of them wanting to go faster, they'll find like a reason to justify why you went, like did that. Like you'll never get the credit where it's due in racing. And I think I would just change everybody's minds in racing. That's what I would do. I'd probably sit them all down like an auditorium, and like I'll be out there with a laser pointer.
Professor
like,
Trappy.
pointing.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'm out there pointing, and I'm like, all right, so this is the winner, and this is the loser. Like, and then I'll let them understand that out of the two, only one of them wins, and
There
you gotta accept it. And if the other guy goes faster than you, you just gotta work harder.
There you go.
Figure out what he did. Yo, racing is a lot of copy and paste, bro. In racing, nobody wants to do the research to figure out how to go fast.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see you go fast, and then they're like, oh shit, this guy used this, and this, and this. You can get the recipe. It ain't gonna taste the same.
Yeah.
I've said that. I say that to Ak all the time. You know how many people try to do what we do, and it don't taste the same because you're not knowing how to work it. Like you gotta have it. You ain't got it. The theory's brilliant.
There you go.
Here's the next question that we got, because kind of goes with this. Who is your mentor or hero?
My mentor and hero, probably my brother Ak. He's like the guidance, aside from like everything else in life, like the guidance and just watching someone flourish from like what I seen him work from. You can't like value that shit enough, bro. Like to see somebody work that hard and grow like that, like that's my mentor. Like if I'm fucking up, ain't nobody gonna call me but him. He's the one that's gonna like, yo, like I gotta say like, yeah, like my Ak. He's definitely my mentor. The guidance, again, you can't put a price on that, bro. And like when someone is like as genuine as that man is, like you can't find that. You got to pray to find something that genuine, you know.
There you go. Well, I feel like we could talk for hours, but I think at a certain point we gotta let him get back to work.
About aliens,
Well.
man?
Wait, because
Oh,
I
here we
had
go.
asked Ak when he was on here, so it's only
Okay,
right to
okay.
ask Trap right now.
Okay.
Let me hear it.
Top 5, dead or alive. Who's your favorite rappers right now? 5.
All right, my top 5 that are alive favorite rappers. I'm super commercial. I'm starting number one. Right now at the moment, I don't think there's anybody with more like
I know who he's gonna say.
more shit that you can listen to than Drake. 100%.
Oh, that's not what I thought he was gonna say.
Where you thought I was going Jay-Z?
Yeah,
Jay-Z second.
I thought you were gonna say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z second, and the only reason why I would put Drake first before Jay-Z
It's because you look like him.
Me. Nah, man, I wish, man. I fucking wish. Nah, it's because the Jay-Z, like, his shit is all fire. You can go back and listen to all his music, and it's all fire. But up to date, Drake.
He's
You
right
can listen
though.
to an entire Drake album and like be like, yo, the shit is hard. Yo, on the last one, I caught myself listening to this shit like 40 times the other day.
Oh, look.
Yeah, but
You got Scott in
Scotty.
here. You got Scott
OG
in here. He's
Scotty.
so mad.
old that Scott probably likes Rock him.
You straight up said Drake?
picking Drake over Jay-Z on current music. Yeah. Again, Drake is Jay-Z's my second favorite rapper, but I'm putting Drake with current music. That's my personal liking. Who you listen to? The Beastie Boys?
No, but like Drake. Listen, like I'm.
You gonna hold
on 1 second. Listen, you're gonna put number one. You're gonna put number one on the board from Toronto. Yo, listen. You could have came up with a bunch of other dudes that like. I mean, I hear you, but
look, he's not wrong though. Drake,
yeah,
has hits.
Who are you putting over Drake at the moment, right now? Who
like
can you
current,
put to
like
go
current? But like he said, your favorite rappers like
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
He did
That's
go
a big
with that,
period.
That's a big one. He did say Drake.
Nah,
off
that
the
is
bat
right.
when I said Dead or Alive.
He was in on Drake. I almost choked on my look, whatever.
Nah. Listen, cause you did say Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Let me finish my list.
All right, let me give it back to him. I didn't mean to come in and start
Listen,
stuff.
I
came in here. Listen, I didn't mean to clown you.
Look, I just watched Scott
I love you.
live.
I love you, but I know you ain't listening to nothing past 96.
Damn. First off, you didn't have to throw the age thing around. That's age discrimination. And yo, I'm telling you right now that we have feelings too, man.
When Scott
And
goes on his iPod, he stops at
no. First off, I dial it all the way straight through to like 02. That's number one. Number two,
you're capping. 02, he's capping off.
You know, that's what happens, yo. You're like, he's gonna age discriminate against us. You know, we're out here too, man. The old folks need love too, man. All right, listen, it's been real. I'm gonna go back to work, but I just, all right.
Yo, appreciate you, Scott.
I'm dead.
Listen, I get it. Look. Drake has hit after
funny
hit,
as hell.
and this is the thing. People don't realize when Jay-Z was big and all these other rappers were big, a lot of people said the same thing about them that they're saying about Drake now. Guarantee you, Trappy's onto something. 10 years from now, Drake is going to be top 5 Dead or Alive for all these kids.
Nah, bro. Yo, hit for hit, there's no one over that man, bro. And all his shit you can listen to. Like, you can listen to. Again, it's not like you can't listen to Jay-Z shit. Jay-Z's always spitting. Like, even in his features. Like, he's a killer. But in current music, it's Drake, bro. That nigga dropped way too sexy. Who the fuck is gonna you can listen to that though.
Yeah.
Listen, he ain't convincing me.
Listen,
right, listen.
I'm
All right.
I'm a white Jewish guy, so I got to be careful what I say.
All right. Yeah. Nice. You're on eggshells. You gotta chill the fuck out.
But the remaining three.
All
Yeah.
right. After Jay-Z, because you guys said Dead or Alive, fuck, man. I've been listening to him so frequently. Dolph, definitely Dolph.
I like Dolph.
Yo, 4, Gucci Mane, Fat Gucci Mane.
Oh, okay.
And number
He's
5,
young.
that
He's young.
honestly,
Yeah.
Scott's
honestly,
back in
I
here,
fucked
man. You
up.
said something.
I fucked up. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Okay.
Lil
Okay.
Wayne. Lil, like Drought 3 Wayne. Like that type of Wayne.
See, this is his top 5.
Yeah.
You know,
For
he's
sure.
allowed
Nah,
that.
this is my top 5. Like, these are the rappers that I like to listen to. Like, again, there's shit I listen to all the time, bro. Like, I work with Doc every day. Like,
Yeah.
this nigga's got the craziest extensive playlist I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So again, I listen to it, but like, those are like that's like, if I go to my Apple Music right now, that's probably who's in my top 5.
See, cause how old are you, Trap? If I could ask.
32.
So I'm 30. I'm 34. You know. So how old is Aki?
36.
36.
Oh, so
okay.
we're the same age.
So we're all
That's
kind of around the
crazy.
same age. Yeah, like, because the last time I was listening, he put on the Locks. See, I'm a New Yorker, so the Locks is
Nah, that's a big
heavy for me.
New York thing though. That's the thing though. I'm from Mass. Like,
Yeah,
so
okay.
Being
See,
from New York, I'm pretty sure that's all anybody listens to. Like,
It's funny,
Locks,
too, 'cause-
DMX. Like, I love DMX, bro. That was my first CD I ever got as a kid. Was his first one. Damn, that's crazy. How I
Blood
don't
of
know
My
the
Blood or
title,
something,
too.
like, I think it's called, like.
no. I think that was the second one.
I can't
The
remember.
first one that the nigga got his face like this.
Yeah. I forgot what it's called though, but yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Oh my God.
Oh man. All right. Okay, last question.
guys got?
Just last question
You
because
sure?
yeah, this is the last one.
Okay.
What is it about aliens?
It's not. We'll do the one more alien. No, it's not about aliens.
We're gonna have to have a separate podcast
All right,
with you
wait,
about
wait,
aliens.
All
I
right,
think.
all right.
Yeah.
When you guys want conspiracies, call me.
Okay.
A pizza place that you could recommend. Any pizza place, the
Because
best
we
pizza.
did do this with Aki too. Yeah.
Oh,
Where would you tell us to
shit.
go?
Yo, this is crazy. Yo, the comments is probably gonna go wild right now, because we used to shit on this place so bad. But New Haven, Connecticut, modern pizza, not pizza, like an A before the pizza.
Yeah.
Modern pizza got the best.
I'm about to
pizza
turn
I've
off my
ever
mic.
had.
He just said a pizza place in Connecticut is the best pizza.
Yo, but listen.
Shut it off,
it's
Max.
because
Shut it
I
off.
haven't gone- It's because I haven't gone to the foras. I haven't gone to like the crazy ones in New York. I really haven't. Like, even being
He's
here,
being honest.
you don't
Okay.
really
He's
find
being
the
honest.
time. You don't really find the time to be like, yo, let me go to Brooklyn and get some pizza. Like, it's tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just saying this because we recently went on this whole pizza binge, like over the summer.
Right.
And yo, Connecticut's modern pizza was fucking fire, bro. That shit was gas.
Okay, we'll try it.
Yeah. Right. We're gonna have to go now.
Nah, honestly, I feel like you have to, bro. Especially you New Yorkers that are super crazy about the pizza. And again, New York got great pizza. I feel like we get good pizza here in Yonkers. Like,
Yeah.
it's good. But yo, this fucking Connecticut place is fucking great, bro. I didn't want to accept it either.
There you go.
All right, so
All
what
right,
did we
so
learn
let's-
today?
yeah.
That Trappy's gonna do F1 with his daughter.
Okay.
We also learned that
Drake is
Drake
his
is the
all-time
best
favorite.
rapper ever.
Okay.
Drake is the fucking best in my book, hands down, man.
And
I hope you heard
that
that
we
shit.
eat pizza from Connecticut now. Okay.
Yeah, we eat pizza from Connecticut.
Well, listen, man.
Trappy.
We appreciate you coming
you,
on
man. Thank
and
you for
talking
taking
to
the
us.
time.
Man, I appreciate you guys for having me again. I apologize for the tardiness.
No,
man.
no.
Come on.
I appreciate
It
you
was
guys.
worth
Just
the
all
wait.
the love. All the love you guys, like, come on, bro. You guys got taking care of us on the gunner list. All our projects, like, you guys have never said no. I can't thank you guys enough, man. We really, really, truly appreciate you
For
guys,
sure.
man.
Same, man. And you guys always have a home here. If you need anything, you're always welcome to let us know. We got so much love for you
absolutely.
guys, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say real quick, for anybody that's on here that doesn't know where to find you, tell them, the socials, the YouTube channel, or whatever.
IG. I honestly, bro, I just do IG, and
Okay.
I just do it because, like, we network and just show our work. But my IG is Trap with 3 P's MA, so Trap Ma. It's kind of weird. You know why I changed it? Because I couldn't get the shit back in the day. I couldn't get the same one on Snapchat. I wasn't trying to have 2 different names,
There you go.
so I had switched it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's why I
Yeah.
went with the 3 P's. But yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, you guys can find me there, and then on Keep Gunnin on YouTube, I'm there every day. We're
There you
working,
go.
showing you guys how to be great.
And don't forget to
Working
get that
every
gunner gear,
There you go.
on keepgunnin.com. Look, he got the dope sweater right there. Look at it.
Word,
Oof.
word. Nah, you see me, man.
Ooh,
Cube
get it, boy.
drop, man.
Get it, boy.
Yeah,
Get it,
man.
boy.
There you go.
Nah, man. Listen, nothing else is dropping for the rest of the year except for Gunner Day, man. We're letting people like my brother has established such a great structure and foundation.
Mhm.
Like, this is not a money driven thing. That man, he probably got 2 designs a week for the next 3 years. Like, he won't drop them. He wants to make sure people are good around him. But
There you go.
December 15th is Gunner Day, and
Well, and we'll
That's
be
what-
there. We'll be there, and I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll work something out with you guys for that day too, something special. So
nah, absolutely, man. We appreciate all the love and support.
For
for
sure.
sure, man. Thank you for being on here.
Yeah, we're going to let you get back to work, man.
Thank
We
you guys for
appreciate
having
you.
me, man. You guys take care. Have a good afternoon.
Have a
brother.
good one,
Take
Trap.
care.
Take it easy, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I guess that
So-
about wraps it up. Yeah, I'll take the headphones off. That was that
Wow.
was awesome, man. I
My
did
man,
not
Trappy
I
coming
did
in
not-
with the heat.
I did not expect any of that. I did not expect Scott to jump in and just like
Well,
take over the mic. That was insane.
you know, now that Trappy's not here, he said a lot of rappers that are, you know, new rappers.
Yeah.
You know, he said Young Dolph. You know, do you even know who Young Dolph is?
I mean, no. I'm gonna. What do the young kids say? I'm gonna keep it 100.
Gucci,
I don't know.
He said Gucci Mane. He said a few like.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. They're complete like what Aki told us and what he told us is totally two different ballparks of like the rap game. Which
Opposites attract or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Pause.
You, bro? Pause.
We appreciate you coming on. Thanks for stopping by. Once again, Friday we got a piece of content coming out.
That's
so
right.
like, subscribe, all that good stuff. As Scott would always say, right? We're here every Wednesday, 3 p.m.
Yes.
Right beforehand, 2 p.m. We got a live on Instagram and Facebook. And
Oh, and next week we actually on the podcast we're gonna have our boy from DIY Gang,
Right.
Jose, gonna be joining us next week. So make sure you tune in. It's gonna be a good one too, you know. So thank you for all the gunners that supported us today. Thank you to Trappy for being on here. I wanted to say that because I know you said it, but I want to say it myself. And yeah, it was a fun one.
hell yeah. We
Have
will
a great
catch you
Wednesday.
guys.
Happy Hump Day. Pause.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.